tonight we're talking about Team Cup. Perfect. There's Callahan. I forgot she was hopping on too. And so I'm recording because I know like Allie and a couple people can't be here. And so we're going to talk about Team Cup. Jess and Callahan, I don't think you're on a Team Cup team. If you want to be on a Team Cup team, we can still sign you up because I have Shane's account I can do it on, and we can find some other people too from our larger coaching family. So that's kind of what I'm going to talk about a little bit here and dive into. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm also really excited because Jessica E, that you guys don't recognize, not Jessica that's cooking dinner, is from Florida. And so that's really exciting because now we're like from all over, like it's just crazy. And then Casey is from, she's not on here, but she's from Kansas. So like we are just stretching here. Okay. So Team Cup is coming up August 1st is when that starts. And so essentially what it is Team Cup is to bring coaches together to work as a team to share the gift of health and fitness with others, right? So it's pushing each other to reach our goals and to kind of go all out and hold each other accountable. So I know many of you guys have been a part of our accountability buddy system we've been using. Team Cup is essentially an accountability system, but on a team of 5. So that is what Team Cup is all about. Because I know Angie has asked me like 4 times, like, what even is this Team Cup thing? I don't understand. But essentially it's a contest of all these teams that team up within Beachbody and compete with each other to get the most points. Computer. So our teams right now, we have Team Leveling Up Ladies, which is Brianna, Jess K, Amber, KDB, and Sarah L. We have Team Midwest Girls with a Purpose, which is Angie, Annika, Rachel, Mickey, and Jess B. We have Team Let Your Light Shine, which is Tia, Whitney, Miranda, Allie, and Sarah G. And so, like I said, if you're on this call or you're watching the replay and you don't have a team and you want to be on a team, reach out to me or whoever, and I can help you out on that because there's more people that can be on teams and we can find a home. But we have to get signed up by the 31st. So we have like 5 days. And the nice thing too with it, I'll talk about it later. Can't get the horse in front of the wagon. Or the wagon in front of the horse. Probably wagon in front of the horse because you want the horse in front of the wagon to pull it, but it's fine. Okay, so how you earn points in Team Cup is you get 1 point for every Success Club point, and I'm going to go further into that. You get 3 points per lifetime rank advance. So if you go from a coach to Emerald, you would get 3 points. And then you get 1 point for each coach that has an active BOD group or is an admin of a BOD group. So I'm going to break these down further, each one. But you essentially can have, each coach can get 40 points. So the max a team can get is 200 points, 40 times 5, 200 points. Not a math teacher. I need to stop saying that though, because ag has math in it. So I need to stop doing that. So that's how you earn your points. If you win, so if you yourself, right? So if Jess hits Success Club, if I hit Success Club, if Angie hits Success Club, you get a t-shirt or a tank in it, an MBF tank. So that's how I have like my 10 rounds tank I got from when we did Team Cup in like January, I think. And so you get a tank top, a free tank top or a t-shirt, which we all love free stuff. And then if your whole team, so if all 5 of you guys hit Success Club, you get a Beachbody game day director's chair. So you can kind of see that picture there. I think it's pretty cool. And lawn chairs are expensive. So I'm like, that would be fun. And then if you win the region, right? So we're in like the US Central region is what we are. If we win that, or your team wins that, you get AirPods, which is pretty cool. Cause there's like Canada, Mexico, you know, there's South region, North, I don't know, Central region, East, West, whatever. I don't know what all they are. I just know we're in the Central one. And so that's kind of what you win there. If your team is like the top winner of Beachbody, like the top winner in the United States, you get a private jet to Summit. And so, I mean, that'd be pretty neat. It'd save me some driving, but that's what you win. And so, so what support do you have to be successful in Team Cup? So you have the Beachbody Champions page. If you guys aren't in that yet, Make sure, like literally just on Facebook, you can type in Beachbody Champions and it'll come up. I think you have to enter like your coach ID and maybe your email just so they can verify you're a coach. But during Team Cup, every Friday, they will have videos and tips and tricks and stuff like that for Team Cup. There's also, Team Cup has been around a few years now. So like I even went into the Beachbody Champions page, I searched Team Cup, and I kind of watched different videos that were in the Team Cup or in the Beachbody Champions page just to get some more information. There will also be weekly status emails. So this is, they'll email you where everyone's at for points, stuff like that. And then your team Facebook messages. So I know like the Leveling Up ladies, we have a Facebook message, and I think Tia and Angie's team have a Facebook message. So these are for your support and for cheering on, right? So every time you sign someone up, put it in there and cheer each other on. Every time anything happens, that's to cheer you on, right? Like, and talk in those groups what you want your accountability to be. Like, I'm going to talk to my girls about sending their tracker every day, sending our goals every week, doing those kinds of things. So use that as support and lean on your team captains, which would be Angie and Tia and I, to help you if you have questions. Team Cup activity tracker workbook. I don't know. Can you see me? I guess I can't see you humans. I don't know. Maybe you can't. But I have this activity tracker workbook that you can print out. You should have got an email with it. And so essentially it goes through each week and it does goal setting. It talks about your weekly calendar. So like I'm going to schedule out, especially because I'm going now back into school. Like this is my last week at the vet clinic and I'll go back into school schedule. So I'm going to be all sorts of out of whack when it comes to August 1st, because I am like starting a whole new schedule. So I'm going to write out my schedule here, write out what I plan on posting, how many invites I want to send, all that kind of stuff. Then it has trackers. It has like the tracker to follow up with your customers who have already purchased and like checking in with them. It just is really good. It is long. And she's like, holy moly, it's like 30 pages. And so if you have access to a work printer that you're like able to print off of nonchalantly, like I casually have a printer in my classroom. So like I printed it off there because my printer at home is not capable of printing 30 pages. It's like 17 front and back, but it has nice goals and stuff. Oh, and I think this printed out twice, or it printed out September stuff too. I don't know. So maybe you don't have to print the whole thing. Look at that. And then another way is the team calls on Sundays, the business tip Tuesdays. I'm trying to find a good time for that. If you guys don't know, I am also a client services director at a nonprofit in Huron, and I work there on Tuesday nights. And so it poses a challenge for me to get in business tip Tuesday. And so I might have to shuffle it around, but I like it because then our stuff is spread out. But there's business tip Tuesdays I'll be doing definitely before school starts, talking about things with Team Cup. And then Thursday, our hustle half hours are at 8 o'clock. I don't remember what time they are. They're at a time that I'll post.
They're at 7:30.
Thank you, 7:30. Everything's at 7:30 because obviously I can't keep my life straight. And that we just get on for half an hour. We go through our tracker and like the girls, I mean, Jess and Angie and stuff have been on there, and we like legit try to get, and Amber, we have tried to get our tracker done in 30 minutes and we've got it done. Like, obviously it's not like every single box to the T with as many as maybe you want, but it's everything is done in 30 minutes. And that's nice to just like power through that and see each other. So those are some support systems, and use our Facebook group. You can use, I mean, anything out there for sure. So how do you earn Success Club points? So some of you guys are new here, or maybe the system is confusing, but Success Club points are earned when you sign up challengers using challenge packs. So for every challenge pack that a challenger purchases, you get 2 points. And so that's really nice, right? So you want to hit Success Club, which is 5 points. So you essentially need to sign up 3 people to hit Success Club with a challenge pack. Okay. There's a thing Beachbody is testing out right now that's retention points. I think, Angie, you must have got a retention point. Yeah, because I saw you had 1 Success Club point so far, or you got 1 point from it. I've got points off. Like the only reason I hit Success Club last month is because I got 2 retention points, thankfully. Last month was not a good month for me, to be honest. And so essentially it's your previous month's challengers when they purchase more, like if they purchase their Shakeology again, or they purchase their Energize and Recover, or anything they purchase, it gets, you get 1 point for every 200 volume points, right? So Shakeology is 90 points. A performance pack is 90 points. So those point systems, you can see them in Team Beachbody. If you're logged in as a coach on Team Beachbody, it'll tell you how many PV points it's worth. But then you get a Success Club point for that. And so that's for retention, trying to keep people using their Shakeology, keep people using their Energize, their Recover, helping people find new supplements, whether that's the Power Greens or the Beach Bars or stuff like that. But that's kind of the 2 ways right now to earn Success Club points. So essentially you want to sign up 3 new people, and then you want to help your current challengers find Shakeology recipes they like, or see the benefits of the products they're using and continue with those. How to rank advance for points. So you become an Emerald coach, and that is having 2 coaches under you, and you want 1 on your left leg and 1 on your right leg. And that's something I would really love to explain to you one-on-one. It's something I've gone over with a few coaches in here, and there's some videos on it I can send you. But essentially you have 2 legs of your business. You have a left leg and a right leg, and then you add coaches to each side to balance out. So you have like a little stick person. And so that's how you become Emerald. So we were talking about Jess is signing up coaches tomorrow. So we have Jess, right? Here is Jess. I don't know if you can see me in the corner. No, you can't. Okay. Wait, you can. Okay. Thanks, Angie. I can see Angie in my corner. So you have Jess, who is at the top. So when she signs up coaches, she wants to put, like we talked about, Morgan is 1, and then I don't know, another human being will go here. But she wants to sign up 1 person on each leg, and that gets her to an Emerald coach. So they can be your friends, they can be your family, they can be your spouses. If you're getting into the business, like once I got a few coaches under me, because I wanted to make sure this was like a long-term thing, and I really wanted to make sure I was into it. I signed up my husband as a coach under me to help build my downline. You can sign up customers who want the discount, right? So there are people in our coaching family that are just here for the discount, and there's nothing wrong with that, because 25% off of, I mean, $150 is a lot of money. I mean, I think that's like $30 off. And if you love the products, right? Like Angie gets Shakeology, she gets Energized, she gets Beach Bars. Like think of how much money she's saving a month from that 25% discount is really awesome. Maybe signing up people who want to build a business, and then any of the above, right? So that's how you will rank advance for those points, is becoming an Emerald coach. You can also go on to be a Ruby coach, Diamond coach, all that. But that's kind of the biggest way. Okay. And then how to get your BOD group points. So you want to set up a BOD group, which is your Beachbody On Demand group. And they are in the Beachbody app, or if you look up on the top of your Beachbody On Demand, it says BOD groups. You can click on that, and you want to set up a BOD group and put some challengers in there. So maybe it's small, right? Maybe it's like 3 or 4 people, and there's nothing wrong with that. My challenge groups, when I started, were like, I don't know, I think I had 10 people is when I started my first. I had 10 challengers, and that's when I started my first accountability group. And so it's nice because maybe you leave them in the Confidence Project, but you get this small, more personal connect, or maybe you do a program together, right? Like Jess, Angie, and I are co-admins of the MBF program that we're going to start here. So maybe you do a program with someone, or maybe you just team up, right? Like, I mean, you can cheat the system, right? I think of Tia, like Tia could start a BOD group and put her sister in there, and like, that's an active BOD group. Like, you can make it work too that way, or you can pair up with someone and say, you know, like, hey, I don't have any challengers yet, but let's do this. Let's do this challenge group. Or say, Amber, I think you just finished Transform 20. I don't know if you've started another program, but you could be like, hey, I'm doing 21 Day Fix. And then you could put your challengers in there, or even just your small group of challengers you have now, just to be more tight knit and kind of more one-on-one, and still have both. So pair up with your team or a buddy, but to get, I mean, a point is a point. So to get that point, you'll want to have an active BOD group. Okay. Any questions about, I've got so many, sorry. Any questions about Team Cup or how Team Cup works before we kind of move on?
I kind of have one about the being an admin of the group.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say we throw all 5 of your light shine people into one group.
Yep.
Say we're all that fosters that 1 point.
No, I think if all of you are admins, each of you would get 1 point. As long as all of you are admins. So yeah, like your team could create a challenge, like an accountability group just for Team Cup, and put some people in there and use that as a push, right? You say like, in the month of August, we're doing this, you know, challenge group, and you kind of push that way, or you're getting set up for September or whatever. It's as long as you have an active BOD group from August 1st to August 31st, like anywhere in that time frame, you get a point. Okay, awesome. Any other questions? That was a good question. Okay, so leveraging muscle burns fat. So muscle burns fat, if you have looked at the packages, I've talked about it over and over and over, and you're probably like, lady, give it a rest. But it's literally the best package Beachbody has ever offered in, I mean, since I have ever known of Beachbody, because you get both the nutrition programs, you get the complete solution, right? So you get fitness with the workouts and the Beachbody On Demand. You get the nutrition, because you get access to Ultimate Portion Fix and 2B Mindset, and you get the support of our BOD groups that we have going on, or our Confidence Project. And so that's really what you need, right? And so it comes with everything and a box of rocks. You get everything, the shaker cup, the BOD ropes, the everything. And I would, so like I talked about in the Confidence Project earlier today, if you have customers like, right, Angie and I probably have people who are doing Lift 4 with us right now who don't want to start MBF till obviously when we start it in 4 weeks or whatever. But I'm going to push them now to get MBF, because like shipping has been awful with Beachbody, which, I mean, it's COVID. Everything is awful. I mean, Shane and I ordered stuff at Menards July 3rd, and they still don't know when it's going to come in. Like, And so Beachbody is like 10 days behind on shipping. So it took them 10 days to ship my challenge pack for MBF, and it's still probably going to take a week to get here. So like it will end up being 2.5 weeks before my thing. So you think like, if a challenger signs up this week, they will probably have their materials and everything ready to go. I mean, like literally days before they start the second round of MBF when we do another group. So, and that's maybe something where you have them do 21-day fix first, or you have them do another you know, if they sign up tomorrow and maybe they do want to do MBF, or they sign up anywhere between, you could have them do like 21-day fix until we get there, or try different programs or do something. So, $10 off code. So anyone who is signed up for Team Cup, and this is why I think even if you're not gonna like, if we just have people who want the $10 off codes, and maybe you don't want to like actively chase Team Cup, you get 3 $10 off codes. So they'll email you on the 1st, and you can do that for anyone who wants to sign up with a challenge pack or a completion pack. So that's super nice, right? They obviously give you 3. So you sign up, you use your 3 $10 off codes, and you get to hit Success Club. And so $10 off helps a lot when people are on the fence about it. I know Tia's asked, and other people have asked, will they continue this MBF deal into August? I like to think they will. I like to think that they will do it in August, because only having 5-ish days to sign up people for a program seems a little ridiculous. Will it continue to be $20 off? I don't know. So it might go up to the regular $180 because of the accessories and stuff. But then you have the $10 off, so then it's $170. So it's kind of a horse apiece. Like, I don't know. Do you risk it? You know?
I don't know if they will, because like same with like the summer strong sale that they did in June, and then they extended it into July, and I was like, what? So
yeah.
I don't know.
And 10 rounds, it's just hard, because I feel like the end of the month, like would they only give you 5 days to sell a new program, I don't know. And so I'd like to think they will, but I can't guarantee that, right? So that's why I'm kind of telling people like, you should sign up now, because I can't guarantee that I can lock in this price for you next week, but who knows, maybe it will. And so maybe they're willing to take that gamble, and we'll see. So I like competition. If you know me, I'm competitive. So each week we'll post our team's points and see who is in the lead. And then out of our teams in our group, whoever's team gets the most amount of team cup points, they will get workout tanks from me. So, I mean, I will, like, you can order what color tank you want and tell me what you want on them, and I'll make them. And so I always think it's fun when I have more of an incentive to like do things. And so whoever the winners are of the contest, they will get workout tanks from me. So you could have your team cup name on them. You could have, I mean, whatever you want on them, but that's what we'll do for just our team, our contest there. Okay. And changing gears. So I just wanted to give you some example conversations, with someone who wants more information. And so let's see, Angie, you have had a lot of conversations. Will you role play with me? Oh, sorry. Isaac must be talking to you.
He just came out. He's like, are you hungry?
You're like, get away, boy. Okay. So I just want to go over these conversations. I'm going to, stop sharing my screen. Okay. Let's rock Team Cup. That's the end of my PowerPoint, but I just want to be able to see your faces. So I just want to do some example conversations, because what happens when someone like is like, yeah, I want to do this, or like says different things. So Angie, we're going to have a conversation and you are going to want more details.
Hey, role play.
Well, I can pick someone else.
No, it's fine. We're good.
So we're going to do this example conversation, and these are in that Google Drive. So the Google Drive, I need to find a way to like put that in our group and keep it there. Actually, I have it up. I'm gonna post the link in the whatchamacallit.
Silver Perfection group.
Yeah, I'll post it in the comments right now, and then I'll find a way to get it like pinned to the top so that you can save it here. I mean, Tia can't, because Tia is driving on her phone or something. But there's that link. And so I have some example conversations in there. So Angie, we're going to have a conversation. I'm going to message you and I'll start there, but then you're going to lead down the rabbit hole of like you want Beachbody. And then we're going to do an example with obstacles. Okay. So I am on my phone, and Angie has been liking my post. We've been like, chit chatting. She watches my stories. So I'm going to message Angie, and I'm going to tell Angie, hi, Angie, I like connecting with other ag teachers, and I just really love your vibe. Thank you so much for your support of my page. Have you, actually, because we're doing a specific challenge group, so I say, I don't know if you've seen, but I'm enrolling in our new Muscle Burns Fat program, or Muscle Burns Fat group. Can I send you more details?
Ghosts. No, just kidding.
Well, example one, ghosts.
This is a real life. No. Yeah, I'd be interested. I've been interested in the workouts that you do. Please send me more information.
Okay. And then I'd say, okay, awesome. Sounds good. So just so I can get a better idea of what you have going on right now, what does your health and fitness look like?
I go on about 2 walks a day. That's about it.
Awesome. And how would you say your nutrition is?
I love Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A. Here's where I'd be like, I love Chick-fil-A too. Like legit, like connect with them, right? Like I love Chick-fil-A. When we go to Brookings for FFA contest, I had a kid eat 5 Chick-fil-A sandwiches, and I was like, you are going to get sick on the way home, and I am not pulling this van over for you to puke. Like, oh my goodness. Anyways, and then I would probably say like, okay, that sounds good. Well, this challenge group we have coming up is focusing on workouts. They're 30 minutes, so they're easy to integrate into your schedule. And you also get access to 2 nutrition programs, so you can learn how to better, manage your nutrition and get the nutrients your body needs and learn how to control your portion sizes. It's not a diet. Like, I still love my White Claws and I still love my, my Dairy Queen. But it just teaches a healthier way to have food. The third component of our MBF challenge group is personal development. So do you read in the morning, or do you have a morning routine at all?
Kind of have a morning routine. I like to read and I'd like to get back into it again. I just don't really know where to start.
Okay, that is awesome. So I think that's a perfect place to start, because Jess, who I'm pairing with, she's taken on personal development, and she's going to share awesome books for you to read. She's going to share journal prompts. She's going to share all sorts of things to help you start a better morning routine. Does that sound like something you would be interested for this challenge group?
I'm a little concerned about the price.
Hi, Liz. Yeah, totally understandable. So I'm going to send over a picture that will explain the different packages, and then we can chat about the options. So I send them the photo, and then I say, I know this may be out of your price range, and we can talk about other options, but this is the most bang for your buck. So, and then I kind of talk about, in a challenge pack, you get 12 months of the workouts, and you can try all our workout programs. I talk about Shakeology. I talk about it's my superfood shake. I talk about Energize. That's my pink drink you probably see on my stories every single day. And it gets me up out of bed at 4:30 and gets my workout in. And then Recover is for sore muscles. That reduces that lactic acid buildup. What questions do you have about these options?
I guess which do you find most beneficial? Like, of the challenge packages, which would be better to go with? Mm-hmm.
So I understand if price is an issue, I would definitely pick the $160 package, because you still get to try some product. If you're worried about if you know you'll work out and you're not worried about like having the motivation to work out, I would choose the Shakeology option to help with your nutrition. If you are worried about having the motivation to work out and the muscle soreness, if you haven't worked out for a while, then I would pick the Energize and Recover. Now, if you really want to go all in and you can afford it, I definitely suggest going with the deluxe package and getting all 3 of the supplements, because I use them every single day. And so that's the best deal.
Okay, I think for now I would start with the one with the Shakeology, since nutrition is a struggle for me since I love Chick-fil-A so much.
That sounds good. So, and then, I would ask them the questions. I would say, what's your email? What Shakeology flavor would you like? And I explain, how many of you guys have drank plain strawberry Shakeology or plain vanilla Shakeology? Anyone ever try that before? Oh my God. And it was awful, wasn't it? Oh my God. I wanted to vomit, because I was never told that Shakeology was really disgusting if you had like the vanilla or the strawberry just with like water or milk. And so I lay it out for them, I say chocolate and cafe latte are my favorites, because I can mix them on the go with milk or water, almond milk, whatever you like to mix with. They're also good blended. And then I say vanilla and strawberry are really good if you're going to make fruit smoothies. Because I switch between the two, because I love strawberry, I love fruit smoothies, but I don't want them to get strawberry and then think it's going to be like strawberry milk, because it's not like strawberry milk. And so that would be how my conversation plays out. Was that helpful? Okay, awesome.
I felt like I was doing egg sales, not gonna lie.
I felt like I was doing egg sales. Where's my binder? I should go upstairs and get the champion. Winner upstairs. And so the other thing too, some common obstacles. What are common obstacles you guys get? Tia, yeah. Tia's probably laughing because she hates my husband, because he was good at everything in FFA and he was just obnoxious. He's that kid you'd see on stage and you're like, really again? Really you again?
Literally, Shane Mueller.
It must run in the family, because that's how my family's name is too.
Gosh,
so.
Mm-hmm. And so some common obstacles, you get price. So it's really awkward, and I don't want to feel salesy when people are like, well, I can't afford, or it's out of my budget. And so what I say is, I totally get that. Did you know you can have the option to get 3 months for $39? most people don't even understand, or they won't even get you to the point, or won't let you get to the point of explaining the price of a challenge pack. I had someone who told them it was $160 and they were like, oh, so it's $160 every month. I'm like, no. I also had someone who thought that Beachbody literally was like $300 a month. And I'm like, guys, no, like you can pay, like you can do the $39 and you're good for like 3 months. And they're like, oh, so $39 each month for 3 months. And I'm like, no, like,
No.
yeah. And so they have this preconceived idea that it's so expensive. And so that's why I just try to like nonchalantly be like, I totally get it. When I started, like, price was a big concern of mine. Did you know that like you can have access to our workouts in our challenge group for $39 for 3 months? And then most of them, like most people can afford that. I mean, we spend $40 on like going to McDonald's. I don't know. McDonald's is expensive now. And so that's a common obstacle. A common obstacle I get is time. They don't know if they can integrate it. I talk to them about some of our 20-minute programs, like Morning Meltdown. Like that program is killer, and it's only 20 minutes a day. Like if you can't find 20 minutes in your day, like then obviously to them it's just not a big enough priority, and you move on and hope someday that they shuffle things around. What are other common obstacles you guys get? Oh, here's a good one. Did I cut you off or what?
It's okay. Go ahead. Then I have one.
Okay. I already do Beachbody. So, right. That's another common obstacle I get. I say, oh, awesome. And I mean this sincerely, right? Like, but a lot of people, like I used to stop messaging people. Like I didn't know what to say. Now I say like, oh, sweet. Like what program are you doing? Because that tells you a lot. Because some are like, oh, actually like, you know, I haven't really done a program for a while, or they're like, I'm doing this program. Then I say, awesome. That's so awesome. Like what week are you on? Or they say, oh, I'm doing Bar Blend. And I'm like, sweet, I just did Bar Blend. We chat over that. And then I ask them, so are you plugged into an accountability group? I have gotten probably out of, I don't know, if I talk to 100 people about Beachbody that already have Beachbody, I bet you 75% of them don't have a coach that's supporting them. And I know that's a very big key in our team. Like, I mean, I just drive all the time that like, if you're going to sign someone up, like we're going to support them and we're going to be there for them. Because, right, like I quit, for some of you who probably don't know, like I started Beachbody in college and I quit because my coach never ever checked in with me. And then I gained and I just felt like more crap because I'm like, I'm paying for this subscription I'm not using. And then it's just this battle. And so then either they say, yes, I'm in an accountability group, life is good. And I'm like, awesome, sounds good. Like keep rocking it. Right. And there's no bad feelings about that. Like, they're like, oh, sweet. This lady was nice and like was not a brat about me already saying I have Beachbody. Or I've gotten a lot of times, like, actually my coach has never talked to me after the day I signed up, or I am in no accountability group. I have no support. And so then I just talk to them. I say, okay, do you know your coach personally? Like, and stuff. And I just kind of talk to them and I'm direct. I'm very forward. If you haven't learned, I'm like, are you working with a coach? Because I'm not here to step on someone's toes and take their challengers. Like, I'm not coming in to swoop up and be like, I'm stealing you and you and you. Like, but I believe that if someone is paying for your services, and that's what I see, like when we get our commission check, that's us getting paid for our services, that person better be getting something from you and be getting support and stuff. So, that's how I do it. And I've gotten a lot of people, right? Like Tia was already using Beachbody. Tia was with someone else. Jess K was with someone else. Right. Jess E was doing Beachbody, and I found her because she was posting about Beachbody. Right. Like, and there was nothing yucky about it. Like, I wasn't like Mr. Studio Girl, like walk up trying to like take everyone away from them. But I wanted them to know that there are coaches out there that are going to support them, push them, and challenge them. Angie, do you have one still?
I was going to say, like, this is like, if anyone else has ever dealt with this, they vote on your poll. They also message you and they're like, yes, like I want to do this. And you send them info and they do respond, and then they ghost you and you follow up and then they ghost you again. And you're like, what? How do I handle this?
That's a tough one.
If anyone knows, please share. Would love to know.
So I just always like play it off. Like, I will message them about something different and then like bring it up, right? So if they post something on their stories or they post something, or I'll just like check in with them like a week later and be like, hey, how are things going? Like, are you really busy? Like, what's going on? How's work going? Because then typically they'll be like, oh crap, like I am so busy at work. Or they'll say like, what was one? Someone's like phone legit fell in the lake and they're like, I'm not meaning to ignore you. Like the message wasn't seen, like, right? It wasn't seen. So I couldn't say like, well, you saw my message, but like, and I give them some grace because I'm really bad at replying. Like if I had $1 for every time I opened a message and did not message someone back, like I am one of those people that people are probably like, she ghosted me, because I'm really bad at it. And so I think the time frame is whatever feels right to you. I think we all can kind of get our own idea of when does it feel like you want to reconnect with someone and when does it feel yucky. Or maybe it's a thing that like the next month when you're enrolling, right? So maybe she doesn't talk to you right now during MBF, but then maybe when we're doing the second round, you message her and say like, hey, I knew you were interested at one point and life gets busy. Like we're starting our second round of MBF. You want to hop on board? So there's no right way, but I will re-invite people every 2 to 3 months. So kind of every 3 months. So what, this month is July. So if I invited them in April or before, I will invite them again, even if they ghosted me, even if they did any of that, because what do I have to lose? But I'm also right. I'm in a different spot. I'm like, you think I'm annoying, unfollow me. Like I've never had anyone be like, leave me alone. So what other obstacles have you guys faced with inviting? Besides just the fear of inviting, I wouldn't be scared. I get more people. I've never had anyone be like, why are you messaging me? I've had a lot of people who say, thanks for thinking of me. Like if you personalize it and say like, hey, Tia, I've loved watching this, or like, hey, it looked like you had a lot of fun at the lake, or you had something personal, like they take it as a personal thing. They don't think, oh, well, she's just inviting everyone on her friends list. Like they don't think of that. They think of it as like, oh, you thought of me and you like wanted to talk to me. And so, but any other questions? Okay. Sounds good. This was a good team call.
Sure.
And so that's awesome. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me. I'm just trying to think.
Picture Brianna.
Oh, Angie, you are a genius. I've been forgetting pictures when we have our Zoom calls, and then I'm like sad. Okay. We're going to take a little boomerang. What should we do? Should we wave in our boomerang? I don't know. Angie always makes fun of me. Angie, get on my level. I'm going to get you when you're ugly laughing or something, and then you're going to yell at me. Okay. Well, we can just smile or something. Fine, Angie will be. Smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was good. Okay. Thanks, cutie pies. So I was recording that. I'm going to